Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into what might be the single most powerful and, let's be honest, the most difficult skill in trading: patience. It's really the one thing that separates disciplined, smart decisions from those really costly, impulsive ones.
You know that feeling, right? You look at your P&L at the end of the day and it's just a mess. You had a solid plan, you knew your levels, but what actually happened looks nothing like what you intended. If you've ever felt that sting of regret, trust me, you are not alone. So check this out. Imagine two traders. They have the exact same system, the same charts, everything. Trader 1, let's call them the chaser, jumps on every little dip that looks good. They end up taking 16 trades, most of them losers, and finish the day down. But Trader 2, the sniper, just waits. They wait for their perfect, predefined setup. They only take 4 trades, and they're all winners. The only difference? One word: patience. All right, so here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to unpack that impulsive trap we all fall into. Then, we'll talk about how to think of patience as an active strategy. We'll see it play out on a real chart, and then I'll give you a workout plan to build that discipline. And finally, we'll get into the mindset you need to make it all stick. Okay, first things first. Before you can beat the enemy, you have to know the enemy. And a lot of the time in trading, that enemy is staring right back at you from the mirror. It's our own impulsivity. That gut instinct to do something right now, and it can absolutely destroy a trading account. And this impulsivity shows up in a few classic ways. You've got chasing price when a move has already happened. You've got that classic FOMO, just jumping in because you're afraid you'll miss the big one. Then there's overtrading, just clicking buttons out of boredom. And maybe the worst one, completely ignoring your own plan because fear or greed takes over. They're all just symptoms of letting emotion drive the bus. This quote from FTMO really nails it. You have to understand that the market is basically designed to test your discipline. It dangles temptation in front of you all day long. It's set up to reward the people who can wait for the right moment and, well, to punish everyone else. Your amazing strategy means nothing if you don't have the patience to actually follow it. So this leads to a really important shift in how we think about this. We need to stop seeing patience as this passive thing, like you're just sitting on your hands doing nothing. No, patience is an active, deliberate strategy. It's a conscious decision you make to protect your capital and your sanity. And here's what we mean by that. It's the ability to wait for a setup that ticks every single box on your trading plan. You're not waiting around hoping for something to happen. You're actively scanning, observing, and waiting for the market to come to you and give you that perfect pitch. Anything that doesn't meet your criteria is just noise, and you actively choose to ignore it. And this skill applies at every single stage of the game. Phase 1 is waiting for that A-plus setup to even appear. Phase 2 is having the patience to stay in the trade once it's on, letting it hit your target instead of panicking and closing early. And Phase 3, which is just as important, is having patience with yourself. You have to understand that consistency is built over hundreds of trades. It's a marathon, not a sprint. All right, enough theory. What does this actually look like on a live chart? Let's take a look at a really cool multi-year example in the gold market that shows just how powerful this kind of disciplined waiting can be. So, picture this. It's 2011. Gold has been on an absolute tear for years. But now, it's starting to look weak. A major support line breaks. Now, an impulsive trader, they might try to buy this dip or they might panic sell. But the patient trader, they do the smartest thing possible. They observe. And this is a masterclass in how doing nothing is an incredibly powerful strategic move. The patient trader sees the structure break, respects it, and just steps aside. For years, literally years as gold grinds down, they're not in there trying to catch a falling knife. They are on the sidelines, watching, redrawing their lines, and waiting for the entire character of the market to change. And then, the payoff. After all that time, after all those low-probability trades they didn't take, the market finally starts to wake up in 2019. A really clean, high-probability setup starts to form. This is the moment they've been waiting for. And here's the crucial part. They don't just pile in on the first green candle. They go through their checklist. Did price break that long-term downtrend line? Check. Did it clear the horizontal resistance area? Check. Is it back above the key moving averages? Check. It's only when all the signals align that the chaotic noise of the chart finally crystallizes into one clear signal. It's time to act. Okay, so that's the goal, but how do we actually get there? You can't just flip a switch and become patient. It's a psychological muscle, and you have to train it. So let's talk about some real practical exercises you can do every day.
I absolutely love this quote. It's so true. Patience isn't some gift you're born with, it's a skill you develop through reps. So let's get into 3 of those exercises you can start doing right away.
Okay, exercise number 1 is the observer drill. It's simple. You open your charts, set a timer for, say, 2 hours, and you are forbidden from placing a trade. Your only job is to watch and, this is key, journal your feelings. When did you want to jump in? Was it boredom? Was it FOMO? This teaches you to detach from the noise and understand your own triggers. Next up, the 1 trade per day rule. This one is a game changer. It forces you to switch your mindset from a machine gunner spraying bullets everywhere to a sniper. If you know you only have 1 shot for the entire day, you're going to be incredibly careful with it. You'll wait and wait until that perfect A-plus opportunity lines up in your sights.
And finally, we have the decision timer. You know that frantic feeling, that I have to get in right now impulse? That's almost always emotion talking, not logic. So when you feel that, force yourself to set a timer for 30 minutes. Step away, breathe, then come back and review your plan. That little buffer is often all you need for your rational brain to take back control.
You see, all of these exercises are really just tools. They're all designed to help with the bigger mission, which is mastering your own psychology. At the end of the day, trading is an inner game. The real battle is won or lost between your ears. Some psychologists break this down into ego states. The impulsive part of us is the child ego state. It wants excitement, it wants to be in control, and it demands results now. The goal is to consciously shift into the adult ego state. That's the part of you that can handle uncertainty, thinks in terms of probabilities, and understands that sometimes the most strategic action is no action at all. And the way you strengthen that adult mindset is by building a rock-solid foundation of professional habits. Things like keeping a detailed journal, having a pre-market routine to get your head straight, and analyzing your losses without beating yourself up. These habits create the structure that allows a patient, disciplined mindset to actually flourish. Phew, okay. We have definitely covered a lot. So let's take a moment and just boil it all down to the absolute most important things to remember from this explainer.
So if you remember nothing else, remember these 3 things. 1, patience is an active strategy, not a passive one. 2, your job is to separate the signal from the noise, and your trading plan is the tool you use to do it. And 3, discipline is a skill that you can build. It takes work, but it's trainable. The real edge in this game isn't some secret indicator. It's how you manage your own mind.
Now, I really want to hear from you. What's the absolute hardest part of being patient for you? Is it waiting for the trade to set up in the first place? Or is it staying in the trade once you're in it? And what little tricks or rules have you found that actually help you stick to your plan? Go ahead and drop your experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other.